Hey, Linda Marquez Goodine here. I wanted to tell you about the truth about my carnivore experiment. Okay, well, my hack, I guess, for 7 days. Um, why I did it and what exactly it is. Well, carnivore diet is basically a diet where all you're eating is animal products, no vegetables, no fruit, no grains, none of that. So yeah, I did it. 7 days of the carnivore. Well, now it's more than 7 days. It's been 30 some days now. It's probably, I want to say 33, 34. Anyway, so what is the carnivore? All you're eating is animal products, and that would be like fish, like chicken, uh, beef, turkey, lamb, bison, basically anything that's not a plant or fruit, or seeds or nuts. So, why I did it? I wanted to do this because I heard about it. I heard it on Joe Rogan's show with Jordan Peterson, his daughter Michaela Peterson, who had an autoimmune condition. It's pretty bad, so I would just encourage you to listen to that podcast. And I've been hearing it a lot in the keto space, being in the keto space for some time, and also in part of in the paleo space. So I'm just like, it kind of like freaked me out and scared me. I'm like, why would anybody want to just eat animal products? I mean, I love my vegetables, and I have like 5 to 7 cups of vegetables a day. So I thought, I'll do it for 7 days. But like I said, here I'm at 30 some days. And I did it because it was a little bit uncomfortable. It scared me to try it. And I'm just like, if it scares me, and if it looks uncomfortable, I think I need to do it. So that's kind of how I grow with just with my own health and experimenting things. And of course, some patients will ask me about it as well. What do you think about this? And I'll give them my opinion based on science, but I like to be able to give them my personal opinion of trying it on myself or family members. So, why I wanted to do it, that's one of the reasons. But another selfish reason that I did want to do it is because I've had this skin issue on my left thigh for quite some time. And some of you have seen it, and it's just annoying having it there. There's this, it's psoriasis, and it's about probably this big on my thigh, and it's actually so much better now. So that is one of the biggest benefits. By the 3rd day, I found myself that I didn't have the urge, I didn't have an itching urge. I didn't scratch my leg because it would actually bleed sometimes. And the skin, if you have psoriasis, it would just, you're scratching it and you get all this white stuff flaking out, and it's pretty gross. And it's in your bed, it was in my car, and I had black seats so you could see it, and I was like, this is really gross. And I just really got tired of it. I've been doing a lot of different things. I mean, I eat super clean. I buy grass-fed, wild-caught. I get my sleep. I avoided sugar, no grains. Even gave up coffee for a while. I've been doing antimicrobials. I've ran blood work. I've checked my hormones. I've done stool testing, to check my gut. And there's a lot going on. And so I've got to figure out what's going to work for me. So what I noticed was, 1, my skin was amazing. 2, digestion. I had no bloating whatsoever. And I love vegetables, and sometimes I would have to cook them because, especially cruciferous vegetables, because I get a lot of bloating and just really uncomfortable. And another thing that I really noticed that was a big difference is, like, for me, the biggest difference too was 1, the skin, 2, my digestion. So in the morning, like when you wake up and you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, my tummy looks flat. This is a great time for a bikini shot or take a picture because I look really flat. And because you fasted, for 12 hours, maybe 16 hours. So I would always look like the way I looked in the morning. But the cool thing about it was I felt and looked exactly the same way in the morning or at nighttime as I did in the morning. So that was like really encouraging. And I didn't feel any bloating. Another thing I noticed that every time I would floss my teeth, my gums would bleed a lot. I probably only had that maybe once in the last month, and that's a reoccurrence that happens a lot with me. So that was another benefit. My body shaped. I really wasn't doing it for weight loss. I did lose some weight. More it was kind of like tightening up. So I don't know, probably 5 or 6 pounds or something like that. And for my body size, you know, that is it is a difference. I'm almost about 5'6". So anyways, that was a difference for me. And you know, how do I know if this is going to help me or not? Well, I am going to run some labs because I always look at labs as the gold standard. Yes, I feel better, so I know my labs are going to change. So I'm definitely going to look at that, run a lipid panel, check my thyroid, my vitamin D levels, my iron, especially my iron because I have had low iron. So I'm going to check that. And kind of what I ate during this time was pretty much just like a lot of animal products, as I mentioned, like bison, beef, eggs, some pork. I try not to eat a lot of pork unless it was clean, and chicken, fish, stuff like that. So that's what I ate. And would I recommend it? I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I seriously would not recommend it to you. I'm telling you just what my experience is. It's really different. And if somebody did choose to do it, if one of my patients chose to do it, I would definitely have to walk them through. That's why I make these videos, is more for my patients so that they could see like what do they need to do. I experienced it, kind of what I've read about it, research, other patients and so forth. Everyone's different. I do it for therapeutic reasons. Don't do it for weight loss. Do it more for therapeutic. Sometimes people want to do it because they have really bad digestive issues, autoimmune complaints, weight loss resistance, and they've tried all this other stuff. Maybe they've done paleo, ancestral eating, which most people kind of start with the ancestral, the paleo, then they transition into the keto, and then they transition more into the carnivore, which is really a subset of the keto. So I would not recommend anyone to just go from the standard American diet and even do this. That would be insane. I really believe that you have to be like in the keto space for sometimes. You're fat adapted, you're making ketones. That would be the natural transition because it really is low carb and it is a subset of keto. So that's what I would do. Kind of one of the challenges was one, when you eat out, you don't know exactly the quality of the food. So that was kind of a challenge at times. But two, you can prepare for that. So I would have cook like steak and chop it up, the leftovers, put some salt on it, and just put it in a container, and it would take it with me to the office or when I travel and so forth. Another downside was I was not hungry because I would eat protein. Protein is very satiating. I would choose proteins with high fat, and it was very satiating. And so I wasn't hungry, and I had to make sure that I ate nutrient-dense food. So for me, that would be like bison and steak and ribeyes, anything that was beef. I would want to incorporate in the future more organ meats, because I know with organ meats you just get it's a huge difference from what I'm hearing. But I felt pretty good. And what would I do different? What I do different is just plan a little bit better. It's find out what my body needs. I just listen to my body. I didn't measure anything. I didn't count calories. I just choose not to do that. I'm pretty much in tune with my body because I've been in this field for over 20 some years. So I listen to my body kind of intuitively. So what I would do differently was just, like I said, was just maybe plan a little bit and have a list of like everything that I'm eating, and make sure I'm always having something in my freezer or my fridge. Because sometimes I just run to the grocery store and I grab like a pack of like Applegate, like turkey cold cuts, and then I would just eat that. But I wasn't satiate all the time because it was so low fat. So those are just some of the things that I would do. How long will I do it? Well, it's 30 some days. My intention was only to do it for 7 days, and here I am, 3, 4 times that. And, will I do it for a whole year? Will I do it for 6 months? The answer to it is that I don't know. I'm just going to listen to my body. If I go home after this video and I want to eat like some fruit or some berries, or I want to have some spinach salad, or a huge, my big ass salads, if I want to have that, I'm going to eat that. But I'm just going to listen to my body. It's just a day by day thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my blood work done sometime this week. And I'm going to actually just show you all my labs, see what my labs show and see what's improved. And I'm kind of anxious to see what's going on with that. So look out for that video and follow me with this journey. And I'm just going to share. Maybe it'll inspire you all to make a change in your life. And I'm not necessarily saying carnivore, but just to start to eat real health, nutritious food and nutrient-dense food. Okay, I will catch you on the next video, and please subscribe to our channel and share this with people. Look for us on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, and yeah, I just want to help more people, and I think this is a good way of educating some of y'all. All right, see you later. Bye.